Courtney,
Hey.
also known as Cam St. Clair, an amazing photographer and friend. Finally got to shoot with her today, and I'm super excited because obviously she knows what she's doing, but I don't know, I just feel like our chemistry is just, it was great. And we're going to work on some new things too after this.
I
So
can't wait.
I'm really excited. But yeah, say your name, your handle, like on Instagram, Twitter, wherever platform you're on, your hometown, and the current city.
Okay. My name's Courtney McKnight, and I go by Cam St. Clair. My handle's at Cam, C-A-M .st.CLAIRE.
Okay.
Hometown is Frederick, Maryland. And my current city is Brooklyn.
Frederick, Maryland. So how long have you been living in Brooklyn?
Since 2009. Yeah, actually since October 2009.
That's crazy because I moved to New York from LA in August of 2009.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, and where were you living?
I was in Queens. I was in Flushing because I went to Queens College for a year. Girl, yeah,
I was
in
never
the
out
boonies.
there. I was never out in Queens.
So what is your profession and your passion, or like I said earlier, is your profession your passion?
I work in advertising, pharmaceutical advertising specifically, full time, but my passion is definitely photography, and I just really love taking pictures of people, mostly.
That's your favorite subject?
Yeah. I definitely do landscapes and like travel, but I specifically love people because first of all I can relate to that.
Right.
We all can.
Because you are a person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're ever changing, and there's only now. So being able to capture now and freeze it, that one moment that can never be repeated again. It's beautiful, especially seeing it in humanity. So
Yeah.
That's pretty much why everybody's my favorite subject.
Perfect.
People are beautiful.
Yeah.
When they want to be.
So when was the first time you picked up a camera, and when did you know you wanted to become a photographer?
It was 2011. I would say. I was trying to.
So you were already here?
Yeah, I was here in New York, and I was just so bored with my life. I didn't love my job, and I didn't feel like I had passion anywhere else. And I've always known that my father's a very creative man, Clifton.
Nice.
He's very creative, and he drew and he painted, he sculpted, and just for fun. And I picked, like, he used to do that with us, and I knew that I was very creative and hands-on and artsy, and I wanted to do something that was going to pull from that. I figured that if there was going to be passion, it was going to come from that. And I was just trying to break it down. Did I want to go back to painting? Did I want to go back to drawing? And I just realized that I honestly loved just taking photos with my phone.
Okay.
And
I mean, we are millennials, so
I
may have
I have
started.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the first camera that was readily accessible. But to be honest with you, I've always had a camera.
Like disposables? Or
definitely. But I bought one in college.
Okay.
It was a I can't remember right now, but I loved it, and before it broke. So I used my phone until I was going to replace it. And then I decided, let's just replace it again. You love taking those photos. And I replaced it with an upgrade. And I got an upgrade in a sense for me back then. But it was just a Nikon 3200.
Okay.
D3200, and I practiced with that. And I took a class on photography, the art. And just to learn more about it, and fell in love with everything, and I just kind of kept going. And after I don't usually stick with stuff. So when I did, I realized I was like, okay, I've been doing this for a year now or so or two. Or let me upgrade my camera again and actually take this seriously. And then I did, and then here I am, and
doing
I'm still
bomb
doing
photos.
it. I love it, and I was like, yeah.
That's awesome. So I know you already mentioned your dad because you said he's a creative person in your life, but who were or are you inspired by besides your father?
Vivian Meyer is a street photographer.
Okay.
That, I found her story to be so inspiring and interesting. And I just love her work. She just captures this rawness in people. She didn't care. She didn't have a problem with getting up close and personal.
Yeah.
Making people, whether they noticed her or not, but she captured these random moments that I don't think people always appreciate. So I love her work, and she's somebody who I'm inspired by.
That's funny that you say that. I mean, I obviously don't know who she is, so I will have to go back and see her work, but you use like the word raw, and the essence of like how she captures people. And I think I told you that about your work. I was like, your photos like literally tell a story, and it has depth to it. I don't know. The way it looks, like the feel of it, it just gives off this great energy. And I like love looking at your work, and I'm like, I have to shoot with Courtney because it's just so natural. Like it just seems super effortless, like not forced or posed, like everything's so casual, and that's how I am. That's why I was like, let's do something casual. But yeah, so that's crazy that you say that, but obviously that's where your inspiration comes from. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So like what progress have you seen with your work or yourself from when you started until now?
I've learned to not over edit.
Okay.
I think that when I started off, I was compensating for what I wasn't learning or didn't have in skill right away. So, but over time, it's just become, I've been less, I haven't had a need to, or felt like I've needed to do too much to the photo because I like the way, it was, and I want to leave it as it is. It's another reason why I kind of want to move towards film. There's less manipulation, and just more of just what the photo is and what the moment was.
Right.
So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned or been progressing in.
And do you have, right here, are these two of your favorite cameras to shoot with, or the only cameras to shoot with? Do you like to shoot with your phone too? Like, are you an iPhoneographer?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I suck on my phone.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have the iPhone 7 Plus.
Okay, and do you like that camera?
It's cool.
It's decent.
Yeah, it's decent. But yeah, these are my favorite. I guess this is what I'm using right now. It's a Nikon D750.
Do you change lenses or anything?
Yeah.
I don't know too much, that's what I'm asking.
No, yeah. The 50 millimeter is what I've been shooting with mostly. That's what I do most of the time.
So I know you just said that you want to move into film, so I guess that would be a new venture that you would like to explore. Is there anyone particular that you would like to work with in the future, photography or even in film?
Okay, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but my grandmother.
Why does that sound cheesy? I think that's cute.
Because I don't know if people are expecting me to say some celebrity or something.
You say what you feel.
My grandmother.
Yeah.
She has lived such a rich life, and
how old is she?
She would kill me if I told you.
Okay, we don't. Off the record, Granny.
But she's just done so much,
right? Okay.
And she's an inspiring woman. She has traveled all over the world. She has taught and inspired other people. She's been a professor.
Awesome.
I want to know I've heard about what she's done, but I haven't heard about what, like, with my adult ears, with my grown up ears. Like, I know what's going on in the world. I know what was going on back then, and I want to know what she did back then. What was she when stuff was happening? So I wanna talk to her, and I wanna photograph her.
Okay.
And I think she'd be good in front of the camera anyway.
Right. So what are your goals for Cam St. Clair? Would you like to be in the mainstream type of like photography and film, like shooting for magazines, or the whole Hollywood film scene, or would you like to stay independent?
Oh, I absolutely want to remain independent. But I want to take gigs for any of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my next, it would just be to meet more people.
Okay.
I honestly just want to shoot everyone. What do I want?
I mean, it could be a combination of things. I'm not asking you to just, focus on that one thing. You want to be independent, but also explore mainstream stuff. I think that's a great answer too.
I do want to remain independent, but I want to take gigs with all of that, those industries.
I mean by like Hollywood stuff, I mean like Paramount Pictures and like big film companies or entertainment companies like that, or do you want to like do indie films, where they kind of just kind of stay off the radar, but they also still get submitted to big like award shows and stuff for film festivals?
Idea. But film photography more so than film recording. Sorry, that's my bad.
Does the term Black Girl Magic mean anything to you? And if it does, what does it mean?
I think that Black women are magical, for sure. I think that I'm desensitized by that term. But yes, Black girls are spectacular, and I want us to all be encouraged to do that. And that's partial, like I want to encourage young ladies to be able to do something that they never thought that they could. And if I really want to encourage the creative side of the world. And I think that it's important to be realistic and logical about all of that too in life, but you should for sure. I don't know that answer as well.
No, it's fine. No reason why I asked that is because the term, it means something to me as far as the whole, like Black girls or women, like you said, being magic, like, and I think that term being something kind of a popular type of thing that it's embracive, like people are embracing it, and people kind of like take it to heart, like we are magic, I am special, I can do this, or I think it's kind of inspiring and motivating to other people, and I would put you in that category because you are inspiring, and I admire you for your talents, and that's obviously why I wanted to work with you. So that's why I wanted to ask if that meant anything to you. Do you have any upcoming projects or any work that you're working on or news that you want to share that you would want people to know about?
So I'm getting ready to shoot Comic-Con next week a little bit.
That's really dope.
Looking forward to it.
Are you a big comic nerd?
So I love Marvel.
Okay.
I used to read comics when I was coming up as a kid. My dad had a big old collection, and it's funny. I used to love Fat Fury, which was this really odd comic.
Fat Fury is a funny name.
It was funny.
It's even a funny name.
I know. Okay. He was just this dry guy. It was funny.
Okay.
So I'm kind of looking forward to this, seeing some of the Marvel stuff that's going on. But I'm also looking forward to shooting Ozzy the artist. She's a singer, and she does cosplay. She's awesome. I can't wait to see what she's got. But we're going to be doing a little shoot, and that's going to be coming up in the coming weeks.
Nice. All right, well, that's it I hope this didn't take too long of your time, but thank you.
Thanks, girl.
Appreciate it.
No problem.